JonnyPink, can you see me? Look how bright yellow I am. I can't find, it must be in Diane's car, my wife's car, I can't find the poncho. The poncho I have in here is all ripped up. It's old, it's all torn, but I can't find the one that James gave me that's really cool and it's camo, and I was gonna wear it now, and it's pouring out here. Well, for California it's pouring anyway. So I'm gonna get all bundled up here and keep all my stuff dry, so you might hear some rustling, but it is what it is. Yesterday I was here and I was shooting my R7, and I have the 100 to 500 with a 1.4 extender on it. That gives me 700 millimeters at an f10, and on this one it gives me 1120 millimeters at an f10. Not great, especially in this light. It's pushing the ISO all the way up to 1200, but I do have my R5 with me as well. The 100 to 500, wait, let's stand in the rain. Check this out, there we go. Now you can probably actually, there you go. Now you can actually see me. I was standing in the rain. I had Canon's 100 to 500 with a 1.4 on it, which gives me 700 millimeters at f10. I had it on the R7, and the reason I'm shooting the R7 again today, except I'm shooting my 600 millimeter, is because people have said, hey, you don't shoot the R7 that much anymore. What has happened? Well, I actually prefer the R5. I think it is, I like it better. So I'm shooting that. I'm not going to be heading down to the Malibu Lagoon where I'd actually like to go. Reason for that is because we've had so much rain, everything is saturated. I don't want to get stuck in a landslide, behind a landslide, and be stuck down over the hill.
Other impacted areas include Malibu Canyon Road. In fact, take a look at this new video from earlier. That's closed following a mudslide there, and you can see all of the damage, the rock slides. There are huge boulders in this stretch. They brought in a geologist to, again, survey the area, see what they're working with here. The problem is, crews told us as they remove some of the boulders, well, there's a shift, so you have more coming down. So this area is just not safe for the public. Drivers have been forced to take alternate routes just to get around all the mess, all the closures. Those road closures prompted Pepperdine University, the leaders there, to cancel all in-person classes today. Officials did lift the evacuation warning for Topanga Zone 4. That's the good news, but they're still encouraging the public to use a lot of caution to stay vigilant in this area.
It's just not worth it for this little video. If I were traveling, that might be different. There are a lot of people going down that way, and so let me grab my camera. Today I'm shooting again the R7, and I have on there my 600 millimeter with a 1.4, which puts me at 840 millimeters at an f5.6. However, on the R7, I'll be at 1140 millimeters, I think it is. So let me go grab that. And I'm not going to use a tripod other than the one that I have here. I forgot my big one, so much for that. I will have all my stuff wrapped up because I don't think the R7 can handle water like this, and why take a chance with my stuff? So I'm going to go grab my stuff and get it all wrapped up. Let's go. Whew. Now I have no idea if anything's out there, but I've heard a lot of birds out here, and they don't really have the option of going in anyway. So it'll be hand holding. This is, for those that have the question, this is a think tank cover because the little plastic ones didn't fit this big lens, and that's okay. So we'll see if I can't get something. I'm just gonna have some fun, man, so let's go. Man, that little creek is pouring or flowing. Look at that. That side, and that's awesome. And then over here too. Oh, there's a little bluebird, or it looked like a scrub jay. We'll find it this way. And if you're wondering, yeah, it's raining really, really good out here. This thing is pretty awesome. No filters today though. Let me show you some photos. This is worse light. This is a worse condition than I had yesterday. And let me show you some photos and things and why I prefer a faster lens in really poor light, and why I don't think that the The 200 to 800 is good on the R7. It's just my opinion. You may have different opinions. I would rather use the 100 to 500 on the R7 with no extender and then crop in. But let me show you some photos from yesterday when the conditions were much more favorable than they are right now. Check this out. I know they're out there. I can see them. There we go. Hello. I'm gonna go. Nice slow shutter speed. And over here. All right, those I think I'm at a super duper slow shutter speed because I'm trying to keep the ISO low. That's one thing about shooting in poor light with the R7. It pushes the ISO so high. And I don't think that this one cleans up as nice as the R5. That's why I actually prefer the R5. But hey, the 200, 800 I think on the R7 is not the way to go. I don't. At least it's not for me. Yeah, I like the extra reach, but I don't like the quality of the photos that I get, and that's more important to me. So I can crop in with the R5. And I have a video that I'll link over here. If you have not seen it, man, if you've never shot in the rain, it is so much fun. I can't see myself in the little screen on the GoPro because, well, it's completely covered. And with the new ones, they have a new lens coating, so it's not recommended that you lick them like we used to do with the old ones. Now, I hear lots of birds out there, and I've heard one of the hawks. If you hear the rustling, it's from my mic and everything moving around. And don't shoot straight up unless you want to be cleaning your glass. I'm going to use the tripod that this is sitting on for some video, because after a while this does get heavy. It's like holding a small child, and I haven't had a small child in many years. My kids are grown and gone. Well, they're grown, we'll put it that way. All right, let's go over this way. I'm gonna grab this camera, let's go. My shutter speed is really low. I'm at a 640. I'm sorry, I'm at a 2/50th of a second. which is super slow, and my ISO is 800. I'm shooting at an f5.6. Let's bump it up to about 800 which puts me at a 2000 ISO. A little much for me on this camera, but it is what it is. Oh yeah. And I do have my exposure compensation set at a negative 0.3. No shovelers out there, these are just mallards enjoying the rain. They don't have a choice. Oh yeah. Make sure everything is tight. Everything. There you go. I'm clipped off on the bottom. My pants are soaking wet because these are not waterproof. I wasn't thinking about that. I just wanted to come out and enjoy the rain. Really wanted to go to Malibu Lagoon, but there we go. I really wanted to go to Malibu Lagoon. I'm soaking wet. I'm tied off to my tripod, but I don't think that's a good idea. Either way, yeah, it's fine. Thank you so much for letting me share with you guys. Yesterday was a much better day, but this, if you've never shot in the rain, it's an absolute blast. Oh, JonnyPink, thank you so much for letting me share with you guys. Have a fantastic day, whatever it is you're gonna do out there. And if you see me out here sometime, please come up and say hi. Hopefully I got 1 or 2 good shots. If not, you know what? I had an awesome time standing here in the rain. Just a side note, when we were kids, well, I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, what do? You head straight for the puddles, right? You jump in it. I was running with my niece one time. We were getting ready for a marathon. And she doesn't avoid the puddles. She jumps and runs towards them and runs right through them, and it's awesome. So it's like being a big kid all over again. Again, thank you so much for letting me share with you guys in the rain. Get some covers and go out there and go have some fun in the rain. JonnyPink. I'll see you guys. This is really silly. Look at this. It's all wet on the inside here. That's okay. These things, this is pro level stuff. It's not a big deal. The R7 would be the thing I'd worry about. They're out there having fun. They don't have a choice, man. And they're getting wet and they're not worried about it. Yeah.